Francesco, first of all, after last week's match, what is the feeling in the team? Is it something about revenge? Or is the game already behind you?
No, the game is behind, and it was honestly the reaction. It was already fantastic from Friday. When we came back, we had a fantastic session. The last 2 days were very positive. Of course, it was really painful. The results of last night. I do believe that it's a game that if we could play again 100 times, most probably we are going to win 97 or 98. But you know how it's football. Sometimes the games goes in a different way. We conceded the first shot on goal in minute 77, and unfortunately we couldn't manage to get the results. That of course has been really painful because closed the door for us to the top 8. But again, now it's already in the past. We have to prepare the game of tomorrow against Gala to secure our position in the top 24.
Yeah, talking about this position in the Europa League, I mean, I think if you look at the statistics and stuff, it can't go wrong almost. Is that your feeling as well?
No, for me, we will play to get the best out of the game. You know, I repeat always the same. I don't like to make calculation. I was not very good in mathematics in the school. That's why I made philosophy. So, yeah, let's go for the game.
Well, philosophy is more complicated, I think. But
yeah.
We hear some rumors, and you must comment on this, about the relationship with Alex Cruz and your wishes to get some players, and that there are some tensions. What can you tell about this?
No, I'm always is really funny because, yeah, I think like you guys, we already spoke about this one, about the fact that with the people that you are working 24 hours with, doesn't mean that you need to be always agree. I think Alex in one interview weeks ago, he mentioned the fact that on the majority of the things we are agree. Of course, after we have about some topics, our own discussion, but this is, again, is absolutely part of the job. With Alex, we are in contact, and I always repeated myself about the fact that I really appreciate his love for the club, his work dedication and his work ethic. That is the part that make us really close to each other, and I think is the reason why he decided to go for me to be the coach of Ajax. And you know, is nothing more than this one. There is nothing else. There is no frustration. There is no any type of drama that we have to make on this one. After, as I said, I'm a bit sometimes I don't know if sad or I have a bit of discomfort because I see like small stories that became a cinema and sometimes things that are absolutely not real at all. So, but again, it's fine, and I wish you get my words, and yeah, that's all.
I like cinema.
Francesco, good afternoon. 1 week, full training, at least no games every 3 days,
Yes.
but a very important game Sunday as well. To what extent do you think you'll need to balance the squad for tomorrow and for Sunday to rotate?
No, there is no, like, we go game by game as always, so the full priority is about the game of tomorrow night, and we don't look further than this one.
I know you don't like to talk about players that are under contract with other clubs, but Carlos Forbes is still under contract with Ajax. To what extent is a player with his profile a solution to rebalance the squad and to bring in a left winger?
Yeah, you know that my opinion about Carlos, I was really happy if he could stay with us at the beginning of the season, because I think he's a player that already proved himself quite good with us. He knows us. We spend all the preseason together. He really helped us. So yeah, I cannot say anything more than this one. And of course, like, my judgment about him is positive.
It's still not the 4th of February, but Schiphol is still only open one way. No new players have landed. Maybe you'll have to do with players from the youth ranks. In Riga, we saw Mokio, we saw Alders. There were problems on positions where they can play, but you didn't bring them. In general, how close are the best players of young Ajax to the first team level?
No, for Mokio, I think it's a different situation because he's already let's say, is a player that already played some minutes with us. He used to train with us a bit more than all the others. For Gerald, he came with the team just the day before, since Divine left, so it was almost like, you know, just one session with us with the team. About the others, we have one eye on them. There are a couple of players that I really believe that they are ready and potential to take the step forward. But some of them, unfortunately, in this moment, they are not fit, and they cannot be part of the team.
Thank you.
Francesco, good afternoon. I have one question actually. Do you count on a new rechtsback before the end of the window?
This one is a topic that we already discussed. Divine left, so at the moment there is an emptiness in this position. Of course, we can adjust and adapt some players, but yeah, it's something that ideally will be great to have a proper replacement.
And then another one about this topic. You said in Riga clearly that Yuri Regier, in your eyes, is not a rechtsback. You have trained with him. Did something happen in between that maybe changed your mind and that you maybe see him as a rechtsback?
No, Yuri is a player that, so the first conversation that I had with him the day that he signed, so we present a little bit the way that we want to play, the different demands, the different behaviors that we are expecting on the pitch according to the position. He's a very flexible player that can play several positions in the middle. He played also in the wing, he played in the back, so he has, for sure, he's very versatile, this for sure. I believe that the place where he can express himself at the best is in the middle, as a number 8, I think, but also as a 6, he's a player that can bring to the team certain things, and of course he can help if he's needed in also in some other position.
Also number 2.
Where to question, no?
Lentin will ask it.
And we also give the opportunity to the journalists from abroad, and then we continue here. Yeah, it's up to you.
Ferhat Kızıltaş, Türkiye Gazetesi.
Yes, pardon, sorry. My Turkish is still quite good, but not that good.
Merhaba. Ferhat Kızıltaş, Türkiye Gazetesi. Galatasaray Süper Lig'den tanıyorsunuz. Son Dinamo Kiev maçında alınan skor sizi şaşırttı mı? Galatasaray'ın oyununda bir düşüş görüyor musunuz? Sizce Galatasaray UEFA Avrupa Ligi'nde favori midir? Final için.
About, I'm not here to make, how to say, so big judgment about the club, if they are the favorite or not. For sure, they are an amazing team. In the last years in Turkey, they are dominating the league since Okan took over in the club. Is a team that, they work with the same core of players since many years, starting from Muslera, Torreira. In the last season, they had, of course, one of the best strikers in the world, Osimhen. Now, of course, Icardi is out, but as well is part of the team. Batshuayi. They have two very good wingers, and in all the positions they have different alternatives, solution. Some of the players also I work with, like Berkan. So yeah, I'm not the one that, of course, discovered the power and the quality of the team, and that's why I say that tomorrow for us is going to be a big challenge, and we have to be in our best version and best shape.
Sure.
Emrah Oktay, Anadolu Ajansı, Türkiye.
Yes.
Öncelikle seni yeniden görmek çok güzel. 2 yıl önce Türk futbolunda farklı bir atmosfere girildi. Birçok yıldız futbolcu geldi. Galatasaray'da bu lokomotifi çeken takımlardan birisi. Yarınki maç Galatasaray için daha fazla önem taşıyor. Çünkü ilk 8'e girme ihtimali daha yüksek. Nasıl bir karşılaşma bekliyorsunuz? Nasıl bir mantaliteyle Galatasaray karşısında olacaksınız?
the plan of the game. I'm not going to share with you, but no, of course they want to go in the top 8, and we want to qualify and to get the best position possible. So it's going to be a game where both teams will go for the full amount of points. I expect a very open game with two teams facing to each other. We know Gala how aggressive they are, very physical team, very technical and very skillful. So we know their strength, we know the areas where we can be dangerous and where we can touch them. So
One more question.
Türkiye'de çok güzel izler bırakıp ayrıldınız. Hala takip ediyor musunuz Türk futbolunu ve ileride bir gün özellikle Türk futbolunun büyük takımlarında sizi görme ihtimalimiz var mı?
Yeah, of course, like I have a quite strong connection with Turkey. I spent 3 years over there between Karagümrük and Alanya. My passion for Turkish football is still on, and I used to watch in the weekend some of the highlights, of course, mainly from the two clubs where I was, but as well I keep following also the league in general, because it's a league where a lot of talents are there, and you know the connection with the country, with the people is still there. I have in my staff one Turkish guy, so yeah, as you can imagine, my bond with the country is still on.
Mike.
Francesco, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just to be sure, you are still enjoying yourself at Ajax.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, that's
Every
good.
morning I come with a big smile, a good coffee at home, and one good coffee here in the cafeteria.
That's good to hear. Before the game against RKC, you said Alex Cruz and you agreed on the players to be sold and bought. Is that still the case?
Yeah, after there is one ideal plan, and after is what we can do. As you know, the financial situation is leading everything, is leading all of our wishes. I think in a different world, most probably Divine was still here, because I think both myself and Alex, we were agree on this one, but after there is something that is leading and forcing also some decisions. So in this part, as a coach, of course, are sometimes painful news, like the one of Divine, but about, let's say, the good intention and the desire of working for the best of the club in the long term, I think we are absolutely aligned.
Okay. Which players are not available tomorrow?
So tomorrow we will have Owen, that as you know, he got surgery, so he's going to be out for a while. And after we have out Branco with a suspension.
One question for Mr. Farioli. Are you sometimes a little bit jealous on, for example, Galatasaray? Because they buy a lot of stars, they have big stars, and you have to bring back a player which was not good enough in the eyes of some other people here in Amsterdam.
No, I'm not jealous because I'm working in a fantastic club. Of course, Gala as well is a big club. Let's say they are a bit more lucky for the financial situation and the possibilities. No, but I'm not jealous at all.
Thank you.
Lentin.
Hi, Francesco. Will Christian Linson be part of the squad tomorrow?
Yes.
So he will maybe leave afterwards?
It's a possibility.
And do you expect Carlos Forbes to join before the weekend?
I really don't know.
And you just explained why you wanted to have him back. Has there been any contact the last months between you and him?
Yeah, we are in contact this one because again with the players in general, I like to follow, I like to keep contact, and at the end is still a player that will be most probably will be back in the summer. So I think it's also normal to have a follow up with the players time by time.
How is your balance against Galatasaray?
Your
balance playing them against them in Turkey.
So it was we had always like really good games against them. With the majority of the time, it ended up with a draw. I never won against them, but we had very good games. So I wish tomorrow we can, turn it around and go for a full result.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Laatste denk ik. Ja, ga je gang. Ja.
Francesco, how difficult is it for you as a coach to keep all to keep the focus of all the players on the group process in a time that the transfer market is open and there are a lot of rumors all around?
Yeah, no, this one I will not lie, is not an easy part, and not for me, not for anybody, but especially in a club like Ajax, where we have so many young players that they are doing great, and they got the attention from big clubs, getting the interest, getting, of course, calls and rumors, etc., etc. As Jorel said, because sometimes we forget, but Jorel is 18 years old player, almost with 100 games with Ajax, and is one of the best example of how you can have a plan into the future, but you can stick with the reality where you are, what you want to do. And I think Jorel is honestly one of the best example of professionalism in this. And about the others, the main case was Divine that has been solved, and that's all. So now we are almost in the end of the market. So last week of noise, and we will see the 4th of February. How will be the final squad, but my focus is with the players that are here. If somebody will leave, if somebody will come, we will do with what is going to be in our hands.